Hello and welcome, Leo. Welcome to your August 2020 tarot forecast. With me, Intuitive Rene. It's so great to have you here. And if you are a returning visitor to my channel or to my blog, welcome, welcome. It's so lovely to have you back again. And if you're finding me for the first time, an extra special welcome for you as well. I hope you enjoyed the content that I offer. I hope you enjoy everything that I am putting out. And if you do, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. On my YouTube channel, we offer videos 5 days a week. On a Monday, we do tarot scopes. Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we do really short, simple little tarot readings. And Fridays, we do picker cards. And then once a month, I offer these videos, which is a little bit longer for each sign of the zodiac, giving you insight for the month ahead. Okay, and this one that you're watching now is for Leo. So this is everybody who has a Leo sun sign, a Leo moon sign, Leo rising sign, or if you have a Leo interest. In other words, if you just know somebody or just connected to the Leo energy, let this reading be for you as well. So what I have in front of me on the table here is a collection of decks. There's Oracle and Tarot, and I will put all that information in the description box below. But basically, I am going to be choosing from various different decks throughout the session today, giving you detail, giving you variety, giving you as much information as I can so that you can go into August prepared, ready, knowing exactly what you're going to deal with, what you're going to have to process, and what you're going to have to get through. All right, good. By the way, the past month's videos are there. There is a playlist on YouTube just for them. So if you want to go and have a look back and see how your month played out, you by all means, you're welcome to do that as well. All right. And yes, I am open for reading. So if you do want a personal reading, you're welcome to get in touch with me. The easiest is via WhatsApp. All information you'll find on my website. And again, all that information is in the description below. What else do I need to tell you? I think that's really it. So how do these particular readings work? Well, we're going to start off with an oracle deck, which is going to give us our theme for the month, okay? And this is remembering for Leo. This will be the theme for Leo for the month of August. So we'll have an oracle deck that will give us that. Then we go into the tarot for the specifics of during the month. And then I'm going to finish off with a message from Spirit for you. And we will finish everything off with having a look to see who is our spirit animal, or should I say, what is our spirit animal for the month of August. So that's let's call it the agenda. So let's get straight into it. So the first deck that I am using is the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron-Reid, one of my favorite oracles, purely because there's not too much on the card, and I like that because I don't read the guidebooks. I like to, especially with oracle decks, I like to intuit what I think it means and what I think it's telling us. So this deck works really well for that. So we're shuffling. And while we're shuffling this particular deck, we're asking that the cards that we draw today be exactly the cards that all Leos need to hear, give the message that the Leos need to hear for the month of August 2020. May the cards come with all the good intentions. Let the cards be positive, uplifting, motivating. Let they guide and inspire us to have an awesome month. Okay, shuffled enough. So this is going to give us our theme, the overall theme for the month of August. And I'm going to take, I think that one there works for me. So Leo, August 2020, your theme is flying. So there's a couple of things that fly at me, okay, as I see this card and as I look at it. First of all, it's flying is speed. Flying is associated with speed. Flying is associated with free movement, okay, even though there's the obstacle at the bottom here of a maze of some kind. That is not really impacting on us because we're just flying straight overhead. So your theme is going to be flying through whatever the obstacles are, whatever the challenges are. It's about finding the quicker, shorter, simplest way to get from this end over the obstacle past the obstacle, through it. So it's going to be a case of flying through things, flying through the air, flying through challenges and obstacles, and not letting anything get in our way. So look at our horse. Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? So unfortunately, it's not a unicorn, but it is a magical horse nonetheless, with wings and all. So it's about realizing that whatever obstacles, whatever challenges and obstacles you have in front of you, don't let them be the challenge or the obstacle. Okay? Don't think, oh my gosh, it's a maze. How am I going to get through? How am I going to find my way through to the other side? All you have to do is say, well, you know what? I have wings. I can just fly over it. So it's about overcoming challenges. It's about overcoming obstacles. It's about recognizing your place by recognizing who and what you are, recognizing your abilities, and your abilities to sprout wings at the appropriate time, I think, is what is relevant here for you. So that is going to be our theme for the month of August. I'm going to leave that on the table here in front of me. I will be referencing it throughout the video, constantly bringing it in and reminding you. But now I want to look at the specifics of the month. Okay, so we know the overall theme. We're now going to get into the specifics. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the month in 10-day blocks as such, beginning 10 days, the middle 10 days, and the end 10 days. And I am using the Gilded Tarot. This is the new modern 2020 Gilded Tarot that I am going to use. And again, I have shuffled before I started the video, but I always like to shuffle when I've got your attention, when I've got you on screen, to make sure that we do get exactly the cards that you need to receive. So as we're shuffling again, we're making sure, and we're asking that the cards that we draw now be the cards that we need to get us through the month of August 2020. That one was been flying right across the desk, but it's just me that's the bad shuffler. I don't really read the jumpers because I know I'm a bad shuffler. So we're asking that the cards that we draw now be the cards that we need, the cards that give us the message of guidance, of hope, of inspiration to get us through the month of August as we need to. Right, cards are flying everywhere. So let's now take one card from there, one from there, and I want one more for the end of the month from this side here. Let's take that one. Okay, so we've got 3 cards to give us the 3 areas that we're going to look at. So beginning of the month, which is the first 10 days from the 1st to the 10th, and then we have the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles, you can see he's a very young lad, young and naive, but he's dressed perfectly. He's got his beautiful peacock there, and it's a male peacock, which is all showy and flashy. His clothing is all showy and flashy, and he's supposed to be quite confident, but if you look at his face, you can see that he's maybe feeling a little bit nervous. He's feeling a little bit apprehensive. He's not quite certain what's going on. He's not quite sure what to do and how to handle everything. So he's supposed to be confident. He's supposed to be knowledgeable, but he's a little bit uncertain. And the suit that he belongs to, the Pentacle suit, is all about our material possessions. So this Page of Pentacles, he's a little bit naive. He's trying to be confident. He's trying to be like, I got this. I know what I'm doing. But there's this little voice in the back of his mind that goes, you're not as smart as you think you are. Okay. So how do we relate that to the first 10 days of August for all Leos out there? It's basically saying to you that during those first 10 days, you may feel a little bit out of your depth. Okay, there may be circumstances, there may be situations, there may be things that are happening around you where you're thinking like, I should be okay, but am I? You know, you may be questioning yourself a little bit more. But the page is also saying that take everything as a lesson. Okay, take everything that happens around you as a lesson. Recognize that lessons are going to happen. Recognize that sometimes we can't avoid the lessons as much as we may want to, but sometimes we just have to go through it and we have to try things out. And every time we try something out, we can look at it from a slightly different perspective and to see whether we can do it better next time around, whether we can do it differently next time around. But it's about learning from everything that we do. And it's all about our finances, okay? Material possessions and finances. All right. The peacock, I think the peacock is there to say to you, don't be too showy, don't be too flashy, don't attract too much unnecessary attention to yourself, okay? Because then your insecurities are really going to rear their head if you are a little bit too flashy. So be mindful of who you are, be mindful of where you're at, be mindful of the knowledge and the experience that you have with everything that you're doing, and just know that there may be some moments where you feel a little bit uncertain. There may be some moments where you feel a little bit, like I said earlier on, out of your depth. Okay, so that is for the first 10 days of August. So from the 1st to the 10th of August, you know, I say the 1st to the 10th, but understand that the one cycle may end a bit early, the next cycle may start a bit early, or the other way around. Okay, so just say the beginning third of the month, and then so on, but there could be a couple of days where they overlap a little bit. Right, our card for the middle of the month. Oh, we have another page. Okie dokie. Right, so here we have the Page of Cups. So he's looking, to me, I see him as a little bit more confident, okay? Now, Cups has got to do with our emotions, all right? So it's how we feel. Previously, it was about our finances and our work and that type of thing, whereas now it's like all about our emotions. But it's the same thing where you may find yourself a little bit out of your depth, okay? And remembering, Leos, that this is your birthday month. Okay, so most of you Leos are going to have your birthday now in August, and you know this is really saying to you that things are going to be happening. You're going to be processing and dealing with a whole lot of stuff, and stuff that you maybe weren't ready for. You thought you may have been, but you may find yourself a little bit out of your depth. Okay, and so for the middle period of the month, the middle 10 days of the month, this may be what you're going to be facing. You're going to have to be facing your fears, facing your emotions, owning up to your feelings, owning up to your emotions, okay? Being able to express, being able to put it out there. Okay, and you will be okay, you know. So we look at the first 10 days. Let's put them like this. I want to try and hide our third towards the end because I haven't even looked at it yet. So for the first 2/3 of the month, you may find yourself dealing with circumstances, situations a little bit out of your depth. It may have to do with your finances. It may have to do with your emotions. It may have to do with your working situation. So when we look at those two together, it's definitely a work thing. So there may be things cropping up for you at work that you're not all that prepared for. You're not all that fully ready to embrace and understand. But you know what? Trust and believe in yourself. Don't have unnecessary fear. Trust and believe and know that you're going to have it all worked out. Trust and know that you're gonna be okay. All right. I have absolute faith in you. Leos, you guys are strong. You guys can handle this. You'll figure it out. But just know that you're going to experience and have to face things that are maybe just a little bit out of your depth during the first, let's call it 20 days of the month. Okay, right. So let me put that one back in its place, and we're going to put that one back in its place. Okay. So we're sticking with the court cards, okay, Leo? So August is certainly going to be an interesting one. Right, so for the first 20 days, we had the two pages, okay? We had the Page of Pentacles, we had the Page of Cups, telling us that we may feel a little bit out of our depth, telling us we may feel a little bit insecure. We may feel like, you know, we know what we need to do, we know how we need to do it, but we may just be a little bit uncertain, all right? Then towards the end of the month, this would be now from the 21st to the 31st of August, we're going to have this beautiful Queen of Pentacles. I'm just trying to get it that the camera focuses. This beautiful Queen of Pentacles that's going to come through, and her energy is a little bit more confident, a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more caring, a little bit more, even slightly bit more manipulative. Okay, so the Queen, when she shows up, she's saying to you, know what, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do whatever you have to achieve the outcome, because your intentions are right. Your intentions are pure. Everything that you're doing is for the benefit and the health and the safety of everybody else. So the things that you have to do, the things that you have already done, you did it with a good heart, you did it with good intentions, and everything is going to work out. But she is saying to you, I mean, if you look at her face, she's not really smiling, okay? She's quite regal, she's quite confident, she's quite full of herself, but she's also not afraid to poke the bear. Okay, she's not afraid to cause trouble if necessary. She's not afraid to call somebody out if she has to. She is quite confident and quite brave to manipulate and to let other people stand in the firing line so that she can get whatever she wants, whatever she needs, and whatever she deserves. Remember, with her modus operandi and her focal point is helping other people. Okay, so Leo, for you, towards the end of the month, towards the end of July, oh gosh, let me get the right month, but towards the end of August, you may need to be a little bit more queen-like, okay, a little bit more manipulative, especially when it comes to your finances, especially when it comes to your material possessions. All right, so you would have learned a lot in the first 20 days of the month. You would have learned a lot, you would have dealt with a lot, and just know that towards the end of the month you can start taking it a bit easier. You will be more in control, you will know exactly what's going on. And remember, our theme for the month is flying over obstacles, not trying to go through them, not trying to figure them out, not trying to work out, well, what should I be doing and what shouldn't I be doing? Just growing your wings and flying over the maze, okay? Don't try and navigate the maze. And you know what? I think when our queen shows up, it's going to give you that feeling of, I did it. Okay, I did it. I overcame those obstacles. I flew straight over it. I didn't allow it to worry me. I didn't allow it to get in my way. I'm super confident and I did it. Okay, but remember, your motives here are not selfish. If I look at all three of these for the month, your motives are certainly not selfish. Your motives are all about helping others. Yes, you learn, you grow, you adapt, you achieve through it all, but your main focus is helping other people, because that's what our queen is all about. Okay, and recognizing that any obstacles that come your way, anything that you have to deal with unexpectedly, you do so quite simply and quite easily. You know, when it comes to looking for solutions to your challenges, when it comes to looking for ways of getting through the maze, you know, don't always do it the same way that you always have done before, because our 2 pages that we have here are all about learning, all about lessons, all about growth, all about understanding. So when it comes to figuring out how to overcome your challenges and obstacles, you know, previously, if you walked through the maze and you got lost, don't do it again, okay? If it didn't work for you previously, don't do that same mistake, or don't make that same mistake again. Okay, you've got to be confident, you've got to be brave, and you've got to pierce right through that. And that's why horses can grow wings. If only they could, isn't it? If only they could. Okay, right. So if we look at this, and I want to just get them into the right order. I never know how to hold these things. There we go. Do I have, no, I don't have them in the right order. Hold a second. Oh my gosh, I am complicating my own life something terrible here. I can't work in looking in a mirror. All right, so Leo, the month is going to start where you are going to be faced with a couple of, I don't want to use the word challenges, okay, but let's call them obstacles. Let's call them unexpected situations. All right, there's going to be a couple of unexpected situations where you think you are prepared for it, you think you're ready for it, but when it actually unfolds, you may feel a little bit out of your depth. This is going to be with regards to your money and your material possessions. That's going to lead into emotional, the same situation, but dealing with your emotions. So during the middle of the month, you are going to have to face your emotions. You're going to have to be brave, courageous, strong. You're going to have to be quite verbal in expressing your feelings and expressing your needs, wants, and desires, learning from people's reactions and learning about all of that. And then towards the end of the month, the queen comes out and you feel like you have succeeded. You can see that you've made some progress. You can see that you have got through the maze. You can see that you've made it through, and you may be feeling a little bit confident, a little bit proud of yourself, and a little bit like, you know what, I did this. And know that you are doing good for everybody and not just for yourself. All right, so Leo, I'm going to leave these on the table here in front of me again. Place them next to our flying card, okay, because remember, that is our theme for the month. And now what I want to do is I'm picking up the next oracle deck, which is the Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck, okay, by Carl Gray. Stunning, stunning, stunning deck. And we want to see now, what does Spirit want you to know? So during the entire month of August 2020, what does Spirit need you to know? What is important that you know? What is important that you be aware of while you are navigating everything that we have already covered? And let's see what we get. Okay. Message from Spirit for August 2020 for all Leos I just want that one. Stargazer. Love it. So I want to just see if it will focus on the text at the bottom. It says, set your sights higher. I'm going to bring our flying horse into it. I love it. So the flying horse is all about flying over challenges and obstacles. It's all about overcoming challenges, not allowing anything to hold you back, not allowing, horses aren't supposed to fly, but saying, you know what, I can do anything. As long as you can set your mind to it, you can make it happen. And that's exactly the message from Stargazer. Stargazer is saying, set your sights higher. We are in strange times at the moment, okay? The whole world is in strange times. We don't actually know what's going to happen from one month to the next. We're all trying to get back to normal. We're all trying to just get through day by day. But there is this uncertainty. There is this page energy, okay? There is this new page energy that says that you are feeling a little bit out of your depth, out of your comfort zone. So what happens with us, human nature, is that we start lowering our standards, we start lowering our goals, lowering the expectations so that we don't fail, okay? Because our biggest fear is failure. Our biggest fear is not achieving and doing the things that we want to do. So what happens is we start lowering and lowering and lowering the bar, lowering the standard so that we are successful. So we can say, yes, I achieved my goals. I achieved everything I needed to. But did we? Okay, because I'm sure beginning of the year our goals were up here and right now they're probably down here. So Stargazer is just reminding us, and just look at those beautiful blue eyes. Stargazer is reminding us it's time to raise the bar a little bit. It's time to raise it. And I do believe that that's what our queen was here to tell us. Our queen was here to tell us that we can achieve anything. All right, we need to manipulate a little bit. We need to be a little bit more in control, a little bit more dominant, a little bit more forceful, and we can achieve anything that we want to. So message from Spirit for all Leos. Remember, this is Leo's sun, moon, rising, or interest. Okay, so all of you Leos out there, Stargazer is saying to you to set your sights a little bit higher. Don't be afraid to raise the bar. Don't be afraid to stretch yourself a little bit and to achieve a little bit more in the month of August. Okay, I like it. And now we're going to grab the next deck. And this is the, oh my gosh, I forget now, Spirit Animal Oracle, also Colette Baron-Reid. And the reason why I like to use this deck and I like to finish off all these monthly readings with this is because I like to work with animal energy. I like to work with spirit animals, and I'm sure all of you do too. So what we're looking for is we're looking to see which spirit animal is working with all Leos this month, which spirit animal is going to be guiding you, which spirit animal is going to be helping you, and which spirit animal, oh my word, is there for you during this month. Okay. I think I have shuffled enough. Let's grab. Taking that one over there. You know, I have used 1, 2, 3. This is now our 4th different tarot deck. And it just, I'm always so mind blown when the messages all just fit in and make sense. So spirit animal for you, Leo, is the skunk spirit. And look at the message at the bottom. It says, know your worth. And the 2 pages that we had for the first half of them, or the first third of the month and the middle of the month, were all about knowing your worth, because that's what page energy is. It says you still feel like you're not quite confident, you don't quite know what you're doing, but it's about trusting and knowing that you are sufficient, that you have enough knowledge and inspiration, and that you can actually figure it all out. So skunk spirit is saying to you, know your worth, and don't be afraid. Even though you are a horse, you can grow wings, you can fly over the maze. You don't have to figure your way through it all. Just fly straight over. So skunk energy telling you that you need to know your worth, because you are awesome. So Leo, that is your inspirational message for August 2020. I do hope that it helps you. I do hope it just helps you. If a problem comes up, if a circumstance comes up, if a situation comes up, that you will remember something from this message that will help you and give you the guidance and the inspiration you need to get through it all. Okay. Remember, there's a lot of content on my channel for you. Monday to Friday, there are videos every single day to help and guide you through. So if you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed, by all means use those videos. Otherwise, reach out to me and book a personal reading, and I will gladly assist and help you on your journey. If you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to my channel so that you get, all the videos and all the content that I offer. Otherwise, you just take care of yourself. Have an awesome, awesome August with love and blessings from my heart to yours. Until we meet again, take care.